My name is Margaret. I love her, but I hate her. That is the sentence I whisper to myself every morning when I look at the empty velvet slot in my jewelry box. It is a terrible thing for a mother to admit. We are programmed to love our children unconditionally, to forgive their trespasses, to be their soft place to land. But what happens when your child isn't just troubled? What happens when your child is a predator and you are the prey? My daughter, Jessica, is 43 years old. And last week, she stole the only thing that mattered to me, the platinum bands my husband and I exchanged 45 years ago. She denies it, of course. She cries, she screams, she accuses me of dementia. But I know the truth. And today, I'm going to prove it. But before I tell you how I set the trap that finally cut her out of our lives for good, drop a comment below and let me know where you are watching from. I see so many of you dealing with toxic family members, and it helps to know I'm not alone. To understand why this theft broke me, you have to understand Jessica. She has been entitled since she learned to speak. While her older brother Daniel worked 2 jobs in high school to buy his first car, Jessica demanded a convertible for her sweet 16 and crashed it 3 weeks later. We replaced it. That was our mistake. We taught her that consequences were things that happened to other people. Over the years, the accidents turned into theft. First, it was $20 from my purse. Then, it was Daniel's rare baseball card collection, which he found sold on eBay. Then, it was my grandmother's silver tea set. Every time, she had an excuse. She was in debt. Her rent was late. Her boyfriend stole it. We always forgave her. We paid her debts. We bought back the pawned items. We enabled the monster. But the rings were different. My husband, Thomas, has severe arthritis now. His knuckles had swollen, and he couldn't wear his wedding band. I had taken both of our rings, heavy vintage platinum with inset diamonds, to a jeweler to be resized. I brought them home on a Friday and left them in the master bathroom vanity in a small blue box, intending to put them in the safe the next morning. Jessica came over that Friday night. She was crying. She is in the middle of a nasty divorce from her third husband, a man she cheated on, though she claims he is the villain. She needed money for a lawyer. She needed support. "I have nothing left, Mom," she sobbed, pacing around my kitchen. He froze in the accounts. "I need $5,000 for the retainer, or I lose the house." I told her no. For the first time in 43 years, Thomas and I stood firm. "We are retired, Jessica," I said. "We cannot keep funding your mistakes." She went into a rage. She screamed that we loved Daniel more. She stormed upstairs to use the bathroom to clean up her face. She was in there for 10 minutes. Then she left abruptly. The next morning, the blue box was empty. I didn't call the police immediately. I called her. "How could you?" I asked, my voice shaking. "Those aren't just metal, Jessica. They are 45 years of my life." "I didn't take your stupid rings," she shrieked. "You probably lost them." "You're getting old, Mom. Check the drain. Don't blame me for your senility." That was the breaking point. It wasn't the theft. It was the gaslighting. She was using my age, my fear of getting older, against me. She was willing to make me believe I was losing my mind just to cover her crime. I hung up. I didn't cry. I felt that hate rise up cold and protective. I called Daniel. He didn't scream. He just sighed, a sound of pure exhaustion. "I'll check the pawn shops, Mom. I have a friend who runs the database in the city." 3 days passed. Jessica texted me every day, ignoring the accusation, asking for the $5,000 again. "If you don't help me, I'm going to be homeless." "Is that what you want? To see your daughter on the street?" Then Daniel called. "I found them," he said. "Gold and silver exchange on 5th Street. She pawned them 2 hours after she left your house. She got $800 for them. They're worth $15,000. Did you buy them back?" I asked. "I put a hold on them," Daniel said. "But Mom, the police need a report to release them to us without payment. Are you ready to do that? I looked at the empty space on my finger. I thought about the 43 years of bailouts, the stolen college funds, the lies. No, I said. Not yet. I have a better idea. I texted Jessica. Come over for dinner tonight. Dad and I talked. We can't let you lose your house. We have a check for you. She replied instantly. Thank God. I knew you'd come around. Love you, Mommy. Mommy. She hadn't called me that since she wanted a pony. She arrived at 6 p.m., looking triumphant. She hugged me, but I felt like I was hugging a statue. She sat at the table, talking about her divorce, about how she was going to take her ex for everything he had. She didn't look at my hands. She didn't care about the rings. She only cared about the check. After dessert, I placed a small gift box on the table. It was the same blue box the rings had been in. Is this it? She asked, her eyes lighting up. Did you cash out some stocks? Open it, Thomas said. His voice was gravelly, hard. Jessica tore off the ribbon. She opened the lid. Inside, there was no check. There was a single piece of paper, a photocopy of a pawn shop receipt. Item: 2 platinum bands. Seller: Jessica Miller. Date: Friday, October 12th. Payout: $800. Her face went pale. She looked up, trying to force a laugh. What is this? This is fake. Daniel probably forged this to make me look bad. Stop, I said. Just stop. We have the video footage from the shop, Jessica. The owner is a friend of Daniel's. She froze. Then, the tears started. The weaponized tears. Mom, please. I was desperate. I was going to buy them back. I just needed cash for the lawyer. I didn't steal them. I borrowed them. You sold 45 years of our marriage for $800, Thomas said. You didn't borrow them. You pawned us. I reached into my pocket and pulled out another piece of paper. This, I said, sliding it across the table, is a copy of the police report I filed this morning. Grand larceny. Because the value is over $10,000, it is a felony. She stood up, knocking her chair over. You called the cops on your own daughter? Are you insane? I'll go to jail. Yes, I said. You will. But I'm getting divorced, she screamed. I need you. No, I said. You needed a victim, and we are done. I pointed to the door. The police are on their way to the pawn shop to collect the evidence. I suggest you call that lawyer you're so worried about. You're going to need him for criminal defense, not divorce. She looked at me with pure venom. The mask fell. I hate you, she spat. I hope you die alone in this big empty house. I won't be alone, I said, looking at Thomas. I'll be with the people who actually love me. She stormed out. We changed the locks an hour later. Jessica was arrested the next day. Because of her prior record, minor shoplifting we didn't know about, the DA is pushing for jail time. She calls us from the county jail, begging for bail money. We let it go to voicemail. I got my rings back yesterday. I put them in the safe. I don't wear them right now. I feel like I need to mourn first. I am mourning the little girl with pigtails I thought I was raising. But I know I did the right thing. I love my daughter, but I will not let her burn my life down to keep herself warm. So, am I a terrible mother for sending my daughter to jail? Or was 43 years of entitlement enough? Let me know in the comments.